Everyone makes mistakes in Fortnite, even the biggest pros. But there are some super common ones that pretty much everyone makes that you can eliminate to become a much better Fortnite player. What is up, Fortnite fam? I am Cody, and in this video, we are going through the 30 things you should never do in Fortnite Season 6. We're gonna be going through these tips super fast, so make sure you pay attention so you don't miss any. All right, let's get into it. But hey, if you want some one-on-one help to find out how to stop making your personal biggest mistakes, then all you need to do is head over to ProGuides.com. We've got a ton of pro coaches just ready and waiting to help you out. They'll play right alongside you in your games and tell you exactly what you're doing wrong and how to fix it, so you can improve fast. When boxing up to heal during a fight, if your opponent starts breaking your walls, never try to edit on them if it fully exposes you. Instead, disengage a little longer by reboxing, heal up as much as you can, and then try to have a shotgun fight. Never edit out the left side of the wall when fighting an enemy. You always want to try to go for a right angle peek while editing. When you are in a box with an enemy pressuring you, never tarp out in the parallel direction to your enemy. This is because it will give them a chance to place a wall and cone in before you do. Instead, always tarp or rebox out directly opposite to where your opponent is, making it harder for them to reach you. Never farm vehicles for mechanical parts using your pickaxe. If you have an SMG to spare, shoot it at the car for much higher drop rates. The only reason you shouldn't do this is if you don't want to reveal your position to an oncoming opponent. Never build with brick or metal first. These hard materials should be saved for stacked late game tarping and boxing. If you're about to make a build fight early to mid game, make sure to only use wood if you can. However, if you are trying to heal, boxing up in a harder material would be the smarter move to prevent your enemies breaking your walls so easily. Never underestimate the power of the storm. If the zone is quite far away, get going as soon as you possibly can. The map is actually quite deceiving and is bigger than you might think. Even with all the movement vehicles like cars and boats, you'd be surprised how long it takes to get across the map. Never go to the congested and highly populated side of the zone. Always try to get to the dead side zone. Doing this will ensure easier placements, allowing you to get those wins. You can figure out where the dead side zone is by determining where most players on the map are coming from. Never ever only play creative and become a creative warrior. If you want to become the best you can possibly be in all scenarios, you should be playing mainly arena and creative to practice and warm up. Never land at the same location over and over unless you're practicing for an upcoming tournament. If you land at the same drop spot every game, sure, you're going to be a lot more comfortable with your rotations, but landing at a variety of drop spots pushes you out of your comfort zone and allows you for more challenging scenarios, which can improve your skills entirely. Never be afraid to use different weapons from time to time. Similar to the last tip, using different weapons pushes you outside your comfort zone and makes you adapt your playing style completely, improving your skill set altogether. Never underestimate taking breaks from time to time. Some players are scared that if they take a break from playing Fortnite, they're gonna lose all the progress they have made. Bro, this is not the case for both long and short breaks. Taking a short break throughout your day after learning new techniques will actually improve your mechanics, as it gives your brain time to process and learn the new muscle memory it has acquired. Never take 50-50s. 50-50ing a drop spot chest in Fortnite Season 6 is the easiest and most reliable way to get sent back to the lobby. Seriously though, it is literally flipping a coin, and you should try to avoid it at all costs. However, if you have no choice, one tip we have is to set up a secondary keybound for your pickup to your mouse wheel. So when you land, you can just suck up all the loot from the chest like a vacuum, making it less like a 50-50 and more like a 90-10. Never tunnel vision. Before you fight, seriously try to think about the situation you are in and whether it is a smart move to take the fight. Think about where the zone could move, how much HP you have, and everything else you can. Tunnel visioning on opponents often leads to situational death. Never stay too high on high ground. During late game, you might see yourself very high up. This is a common mistake which gets players killed because they are shot out. Learn how to waterfall and don't go too high. Never rely on spraying. We all know how unfortunate Bloom can be sometimes. Always try to rely on your shotgun when fighting close range. Spraying with an AR or SMG can be unreliable even if your crosshairs are consistently on the enemy. Okay, Fortnite fam, let's take a break from the rapid fire tips for our question of the day. What do you think is the biggest mistake in Fortnite? Let us know in the comments and we will read every single one. Now let's get back to the video. Number 16. Never try to finish your heals if your enemy is breaking your walls. Just play it safe, rebox, torp out, and try to heal again. It's not worth them taking your wall and putting yourself in a bad position. A helpful tip is using your hard materials resourcefully in this scenario, making it harder for your enemies to pressure. Never heal in the open. Even if you think no one can see you, they can pop up around any corner any second. Do not take that chance. Just box up. Never over peek on high ground. Ever since Epic decided to nerf peeking over builds for gunfire, you have had to expose your body a lot more to get shots off to your enemy. Low ground warriors have been mastering their technique of taking damage from below, so you should try to become as comfortable as you can at peeking from high ground so this doesn't happen to you. Never underestimate movement items in Season 6. Hot peppers are especially useful during late game rotates to move around quickly and efficiently. They can also be used to throw off opponents and take high ground. Never deploy your glider above land or a hill. Always try to pull off your glider in a valley or above water, as this makes it so you can pull out the glider lower to the ground and be the first person to land. Never ever keep changing your sensitivity to find the goated sense. A common misconception is that changing your sensitivity will actually improve your aim. In fact, a player with good accuracy can be accurate on any sensitivity, and constantly changing your sense will just keep you from becoming comfortable with your aim and hinder your improvement. Never blame anyone or anything for your in-game mistakes. Players who do this will block out all criticism and stop themselves improving because they think that they have already hit the skill cap, which does not exist. Instead, start reviewing your games and trying to think how you could have played the situation better and won the fight. Never be impatient with your shotgun shots. Every day you see the pros pull off the most insane flicks, which gives them seemingly easy 200 plus headshot eliminations. But that doesn't mean you should try to flick every shot you take. To be able to flick shot like that, you don't just need insane reflexes, but you also need insane aim to begin with. When you're in a shotgun fight, try waiting and adjusting your crosshairs before you shoot so that you can do the most damage possible. Precision always beats speed. Never box up without a pyramid inside of the box. Any decently skilled player will take advantage of this and manage to get a build in through your wall, making it easier for them to pressure and kill you. Never try to retake high ground without constantly double editing. No, the pros like Mr. Savage don't pull off triple and quadruple edits just to show off. There's actually logic and thought behind them. Placing these floors and cones for you to edit prevents your enemies from doing it before you. It's the most efficient way of preventing enemy piece control. Never take your eye off the enemy's position while in a fight. Always keep an eye on where your enemy is and knowing their location at all times, because it'll help you predict their future movements and eventually getting that elimination. Never use the same tricks on the same opponents. Many players nowadays adapt to their opponent's game style and figure out their weaknesses to win the fights. This is why you should always keep your game style unpredictable so your enemies will find it hard to find your weak spot. Never sprint without jumping while you are rotating. Simply jumping every now and again will make it harder for enemies to track your movement while aiming at you with an AR. Doing this will minimize the amount of damage you take when you get shot at. Never split away from your teammates in trios. You'd be surprised how easy it is to wander away from your team without realizing and find yourself 1v3ing an enemy trio. Try to stay aware of you and your teammates' location and surroundings at all times. The last one, and one of the most important ones, number 30. For the final tip, it is to never ever stand near or outside your enemy's box, especially with how OP and broken the primal shotgun is. The meta now is to wait inside a box and then edit out and just spam the primal. Instead, keep your distance and try to spray them with an SMG from above while still trying to take their wall. This prevents them from doing damage since you're far enough away that the primal is pretty weak, And if they do try to go for a low ground shot, you can just build over them. Everyone makes a ton of mistakes in Fortnite, and now you know 30 of the biggest and easiest ones to look out for. If you focus on these 30 mistakes, then you're going to start improving before you even know it. But to want to give yourself an even better chance at success, you can check out the rest of our channel where we upload Fortnite tips and tricks all the time. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe with the bell on so you never miss another upload. Until next time though, good luck on the battlefield, and I will catch you on the next one.